Yeah, and it might come across as the wrong idea about this coming. Obviously, we want students to be comfortable in class, but let me tell you from my educational experience, um, I wasn't pushed out of my comfort zone in regards to learning and taking educational risks. Um, as much as what I felt I should have. At the time, I was appreciative of it because nothing gave me anxiety. I wasn't nervous about anything. I actually, obviously, I made great grades because nothing was really overly challenging me. So that's the idea, is to get students to begin, feeling okay with the idea that while I'm outside of my comfort zone, that's where I know I'm going to be learning. That's where I know that growth is going to take place. If we compare it to, let's say, a learning theorist or something, Vygotsky talks about like the zone of proximal development. That's that place, outside of what they already know, but it's things that it's just outside their comfort zone. Educator's not going to have to help them at that point. They're going to be able to do it, but it's going to be beyond what they already know. So I kind of relate it to that whenever we talk about any type of theory. So my in my experience, without that type of growth or without that type of discomfort, there's just no growth taking place. Well, and if I my book in the book I and in the course, obviously, life skills. If all we ever do, and this was my experience, life was waiting for me with monumental challenges that were painful to experience, because all I had ever done my whole life was try to stay in my comfort zone. Whether that was in athletics, whether that was in academic. I mean, everything I did, I tried to stay in a comfort zone. And then life came to me and said, "Hey, guess what? Got some other plans for you. Not only are we going to take you out of we're going to push you off the edge." And not that any approach to problem solving can fix every problem that we face. Not that that's the case. However, as we develop skills, as we develop life skills, that should help us navigate that journey. And I think that our job as educators is, yes, of course, help them develop those schema. I mean, that's great. However, we've got to get them to apply their knowledge and apply the skills that they're going to need outside of the classroom, just as much as they're going to need that academic material.